Shit. Fucking crazy outside. Out of the storm, y'all. Yeah. Told you it was coming. Nobody believed me though, you know? Nobody believed me. It's right here though. Listen to it right now. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. A lot of people suffer, a lot of people strive. Too many people died, too many evil eyes. They got me paranoid, watching my every move, wishing and waiting and praying for the day I lose. Tell me which way to choose, cause I prefer to win. I'm like Bruce Banner, about to go berserk again. My flow's a perfect 10, that means I'm number 1. You just a number 0, that means you're nothing, son. Y'all dudes is fucking done. I stick a fork in you, you something like a bum. Nobody gon' miss you, cause I abort the issue. The storm rip you like soft tissue. You're shorty fiending for my long missile. It's me, Razor Kane. Welcome to my show. Sorry I took so long, just had to let you know. We couldn't let it go, so we had to let it go. If you know what I mean. I don't think they ready, yo. Ready, yo. Think you get caught up in the eye of the storm. Now picture the eye of the storm. It's coming, the eye of the storm. I'm coming. Don't find yourself in the middle of the eye of the storm. It's running, the eye of the storm. It's coming, the eye of the storm. You know I'm coming like some tornadoes to the right, avalanches to the left. Rainstorms get you wet, the forest fire burn your set. Earthquakes at the bottom, hurricanes at the top. Everywhere in between, Razor Cane never stop. Twin blade forever rock. Put that on my grandpa, hand on my Hancock. Bitches say we damn hot, pussy niggas dare not. Fuck around, I run the town, get stuck to the ground, you fucking clown. Like a CI, bust it down. Don't mind to be out and touch it now. Shit is highly classified, ripping category 5, right through in between your eyes. You ain't even need a sign, what you need a reason why? Bitch niggas still breathing, why? Snitch niggas still eating, why? Shit, niggas won't even try to infiltrate me, getting cake. No escape, I rip your face and put that on my dinner plate. Get it straight, cross the line, go ahead, the pleasure's mine. Take you out in record time, son, you won't never shine. Bet you didn't think you get caught up in the eye of the storm. Now picture the eye of the storm. It's coming, the eye of the storm. I'm coming. Don't find yourself in the middle of the eye of the storm. It's running, the eye of the storm. It's coming, the eye of the storm. I'm coming. Now what you heard was not a test, so what you thought was a lot of mess. I burn like marijuana cess. Haters, they don't wanna step, cause I be jumping on your neck, trying to get the higher ground. Blood pressure going up, I'm just trying to push it down. The eye of the storm, what does it mean? All my peoples wanna know. Chaos moving all around me, I sit back and watch it go. Getting bigger day by day, I sit back and watch it grow. Try not to get caught in the flow, try not to get caught with the O. I just want a little change, coppers trying to tell me no. I be smoking heavy dro, lock me up or let me go. Box me up and send me home, that's all I need. All my weed is all I breathe. Disrespect my family, catch a R.I.P. I'm on my P, on my Q. As if a bomb was in my shoe, I wonder who stupid enough to test me when I'm with my crew. I'm busting through, kicking down doors when I'm rushing through. You touching who? Fucking around with me, I got to fuck with you. Fuck with you. Bet you didn't think you get caught up in the eye of the storm. Now picture the eye of the storm. It's coming, the eye of the storm. I'm coming. Don't find yourself in the middle of the eye of the storm. It's running, the eye of the storm. It's coming, the eye of the storm. I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I know you never seen it coming. You didn't know, but it's all good. But no. Don't find yourself out there, man. Don't let me see none of you out there, man. Sorry to y'all. You know what I mean? Fucking haters out there. Read them a week, y'all. You know? Razor King. Out of the storm. Nothing. This is all I got, you heard? I ain't got much, stars fell out of the sky, you still shine. If the bullets went blank in my 9, I still rise. So if crime hit a sharp incline, then it's a sign. We headed for disaster at the end of the line. Until the end of time, I keep it buried in my mind that if my brother don't have, he can have what's mine. And if my son ain't got clothes, I take the shirt off my back. Even if it's the last thing I could give, you get a reason to live. Little homie, we ain't supposed to be slack. Nah. We supposed to be there for one another. Can't go nowhere unless we share with each other. That's what Machiavelli said, homie. But niggas acting stingy. I never leave you lonely. Keep the click clack with me. That's if they try and test us. They feel brave, so they try and press us. They trying to cardiac arrest us. My chest ain't got no S's, but my life too precious. So if you walking around like you got something to prove, just keep your mind elevated. You cannot lose. Check it. They trying to hurt what they cannot bruise. They predetermine your path so that you cannot choose. But hear me out though. Right here for you, that's right, check me out.
Even if I gotta wait till the end of time.
Till the end of time.
Right
till the end of time. Yeah, come on.
I'll never go away.
I will never go away, I will never leave.
Wait right here for you.
I'ma stay right here, I'ma wait for you.
Even if I gotta wait till the end of time.
I'ma stand my ground. To all the children of the world, Razor got your back. I see you struggling to eat from a pot that's cracked. I see you sleeping in the streets trying to hustle for bread. They chop your hands off for stealing cause you trying to be fed. I feel your pain when you look into the eyes of your sister who gotta spread her thighs to survive in the winter. That's crazy. And if I'm still alive in the summer, I gotta worry about the military riding in the Hummer. Can I live in a world with no wars? Get out of this room with no doors and this dirty cold floor? I can't take this shit no more. It's way too much. My knees hurt cause I pray too much. The snitches like to play too much and say too much. So I blaze them like I blaze my Dutch. I hate them punks. Can't seem to mind their own businesses. It make me wanna kill them all, plus the witnesses. Old folks wanna know what type of shit this is. And I'm like, take your eyes off of Fox 5 for a minute and pull your head out your ass to catch a better vision. I can't stop till the dead is risen. So I'ma wild the fuck out like my head is missing until I'm bedridden. And even then I'm still hitting. Listen, yeah.
I'll never go away.
You already know.
I'll wait right here for you.
This is how we hold it down, you know what I mean? On this side, you feel me?
Even if I gotta wait till the end of time.
Twin blade.
I'ma be right by your side.
Come on, come on.
I'll never go away.
I will never go away. I'ma stand my ground. I'ma hold it down all the time, no doubt.
Even if I gotta wait till the end of time. I'ma be right by your side.
I don't care, I'ma wait right here for you. Cause without you, what am I supposed to do? Without me, how you gon' carry on? Doesn't matter if I gotta stand all night long. Out in the rain, out in the cold, just as long as you help me save my soul.
Even if I gotta wait till the end of time.
We gon' make it.
I'ma be right by your side.
We gon' take it. Yeah, yeah.
I'll never go away.
Let them know now.
I'ma wait right here for you.
I'm a real life soldier. Check it.
Even if I gotta wait till the end of time.
Never leave my comrades
I'ma be
behind.
right by your side.
We gon' shine. Yeah.
I'll never go away.
Never run.
I'll wait right here for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if I gotta wait till the end of time. I'ma be right by your side. I'ma be right by.
We got no love for cowards on this side, baby. We stand up on 2 feet, hold our ground, you know what I'm saying? All day. Never leave my comrades in battle and run away, so I'm always there. You already know what I mean. Let's go out to all my peoples out there. You already know the struggles, you know what I'm saying? I'm in there with you, man. We in this together, man, you know what I mean? Cheer. Twin blade forever.
I'ma be right by.
Razor King. What?
Cause I'ma be right by your side.
Yo, shh. Gang. You already know, man. Razor Kane, aka the Magic Indian, in the building. Shhhmedia, episode 6. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, I'm sitting here by myself, one chair. There's no Sugar next to me. That's because he's living the life in North Carolina. Big up to Seiko, real fast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, bro. Sorry you couldn't be here with us tonight, but you already know the Magic Indian gonna hold it down. You know what I'm saying? As usual. Shout out to the whole world. Happy Monday, of course. Said no one ever, right? Shit, man. It's cold again outside. Windy as fuck. What the hell is that about? You know what I'm saying? Just debris flying everywhere. I'm seeing like little puppies and shit flying in the air, swirling around and shit. I don't know what the hell's going on out there, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're holding it down. I made it for all of you, for all of us, you know. So without further ado, we're going to get into some things. Just real fast, I want to shout out to the Decepticons. You already know, you know what I'm saying? Big up and Hell Megatron and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Congress Foundation. Shout out to Unicron, Lady Rebel, and G, you know what I'm saying? For coming through a few weeks ago to chop it up, you know what I'm saying? They got some things in the works that, you know, we'll be talking about in the weeks to come. So big up to that whole movement. And yeah. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about this real quick. This is actually a smoothie. Actually, as some of y'all might know, I stopped smoking. I'm on actually day 54, so shout out to me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes you just gotta big up yourself, man, because if nobody else bigs you up, what the fuck, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people wanted to know, like, you know, what's it like? How did I stop? You know, actually, I just stopped cold turkey. I think I just woke up one day and I said, you know, I'm kind of done with it. You know, I had my I had my fun. You know, smoked a lot of bud. Went to a lot of places that was very bud friendly. Smoked a ton of bud. You know what I'm saying? Made a lot of good connections. Met a lot of good people. Also met a lot of weirdos and shit. Yeah, but you know, it all comes with the territory, I suppose. So, but yeah. Anyway, people wanted to know how I stopped. Basically, I just, you know, I kind of just got up one day and I was like, yo, man, I'm done with this, you know. I had a pack, you know, I normally used to buy like packs of, you know, like maybe like a half ounce or an ounce of some whatever, you know. If it wasn't sour, it was some type of kush or, you know, something along those lines. And I used to roll up with the frontal, with the paper, you know, and sit by my window and just contemplate life and just smoke, you know. But I just realized that at some point that it was just taking time away from other things that I needed to do. So I said, you know, let me just try to replace that with, you know, other stuff, you know, and just stay busy. And I think that's the key to, you know, getting off of any addiction. Because, I mean, I'm going to keep it real. I was addicted, you know, like I was really addicted to bud. I mean, that's all I used to smoke was bud. I haven't touched a cigarette in maybe like 5, 6 years, you know. And yeah, it was just bud for me, and I loved it, and I love it a lot, you know. I still like the smell, you know. Sometimes I get a whiff of it. I'm very sensitive to it now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, basically I just started like replacing like the time I used to roll up and smoke and all that with just more positive things, like, you know, this whole Shhhmedia podcast and my music and, you know, other things like that, and, you know, just taking care of my body and stuff, which that's where this comes in. You know, I'm a big smoothie head. I love my smoothies. Even when I was smoking, I used to drink my smoothies and stuff. But I think now it's starting to take like you know, the effect that it's supposed to take. So I put my fruits in there. I usually throw in like my strawberries, my blueberries, banana, mango. You know, I mix it up. You know, I even throw a little yogurt in there, little peanuts, not peanuts, but like almonds and shit, and also like the protein powder. But you know, we got to be careful with the protein powder because it has like creatine in it, and the protein powder that I use, unfortunately, it has creatine in it. You know, and after a while, you know, it's so weird. You know, I don't know if anybody out there experiences this, but I was starting to like my kidneys were starting to do this. You know, like was starting to like pulsate. It almost felt like somebody was sticking their hands in my back and was just doing this to my lower back and shit. It was weird, actually kind of scary. So I just started drinking mad water. So that's where this comes in, you know, the Essentia. You know, it's alkaline. You know, we were talking about this the other day. Shout out once again to Unicron, you know what I'm saying? We were talking about like vegan and stuff like that, going vegan, things like that. This actually has a 9.5 pH or higher, you know. And anybody that says, you know, all water tastes the same, you know, you obviously haven't tasted the Essentia. So, you know, real good shit. Big up to whoever came up with this, you know what I'm saying? Very good stuff, you know. Anyway, just want to give some more quick shout outs, you know. Shout out to Pop Ye, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Young Rex, by the way, you know what I'm saying? Actually, he was supposed to join me tonight. I was supposed to interview him. He's an up and coming hip hop artist of Guyanese descent, like myself. But unfortunately, he couldn't make it. So we're going to snatch him up at some point, you know what I'm saying? And we'll get with him and pick his brain a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He actually used to run with Bugs Baguettes, who was a protege of Prodigy, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk to him a little bit about that. We're going to get to that, though. Also, big shout out to Anjali. She was supposed to join me tonight as well, but she had some parental duties and stuff. So, you know, that seems to be the challenge nowadays. Everybody that got kids, you know. Shout out to all the parents, by the way, everybody that's doing their thing, you know, with the parenting and whatnot. I have no idea what that's like. As you know, I have no kids. I live alone. Ladies, I still need my hair braided. So, you know, that's a big, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, I want to say big shout out to my homeboy Greg from work, you know what I'm saying? He works with me at my 9 to 5. He always has a positive attitude. He comes in and he's always singing and he's always humming something, you know what I'm saying? And my job is just dead and it's just a bunch of like zombies there that work there, just in and out. And he kind of livens things up and switches it up. So shout out to you, Greg, you know what I'm saying? And he's also, just want to throw this out there. I know he may or may not want me to throw this out there, but he was a radio DJ as well. And he told me a wild story, which I want to hear more about. Actually, I would like to get him on the show one day. Can we do that one day, man? If we can get him on the show. He actually was supposed to have been, he was supposed to be what Jam Master Jay was to Run DMC. Like, he was supposed to be part of Run DMC, but they replaced him with Jam Master Jay. So that's kind of crazy. So big up to Greg real fast, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm glad you didn't, Greg, because you might have been dead, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you know, rest in peace to Jam Master Jay. So, yeah, anyway. Moving right along. So, yeah, let's talk about R. Kelly real fast, man. They got his ass, boy. Shit, you know what I mean? I'm actually kind of happy about that. He's a fucking scumbag, you know what I'm saying, with all the stuff that he's been getting away with and things like that. You don't got to agree with me. That's what makes me special, you know, the Magic Indian, you know what I mean? But hey, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm going to be quoting Al Jazeera, you know what I'm saying, because I like to quote, like, credible sources and things like that. So, per Al Jazeera, you know what I'm saying, the R&B artist is charged with 10 counts of sexual abuse involving 3 teenage girls and a woman. You know, it's so funny. I'm looking at his mugshot right here. This arrogant prick. Look at this guy. He almost looks like he's smiling, yo. Like, he looks like he's like got like a little smirk. Like, psh, yo, my lawyer about to eat this. All right, we'll see. Oh, I hope somebody give you something to eat. Anyway, Grammy-winning R&B artist R. Kelly has pleaded not guilty during an appearance in a Chicago court to charges that he sexually assaulted 3 teenage girls and a woman. Kelly, who has faced years of sexual abuse allegations, turned himself into authorities on Friday after he was charged and was ordered held on a $1 million bond at a bail hearing on Saturday. Damn, I didn't know he was 52 years old. Robert Kelly, under a 10-count indictment with sexually assaulting 3 teenagers and a woman in alleged incidents dating back to 1998. Each count carries a maximum of 10 years in prison. That means if you get convicted of all those charges, you're going to jail for 100 years, my guy. You're not coming out, you know what I'm saying? They're going to have fun with you in there, and I hope so, because I think that shit is despicable, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know what else to say about that. So, you know, shout out to whoever is behind putting his ass behind bars, you know what I'm saying? In that same light, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, say guys like Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying? I personally didn't really see the point in that, but, you know, I feel like if they're going to round him up, let's round everybody up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's a scumbag, everybody that's like into that type of deviant ass behavior, all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Let's throw them to the wolves, man. That's all I really have to say. Speaking of all of that, you know what I'm saying, I came across a article that I felt was very interesting, and let's talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Per CNN, you know what I'm saying? From 2005 to 2013, police officers in the U.S. were charged with forcible rape 405 times between 2005 and 2013. That's an average of 45 rapes per year. It's also 219 cases of forcible sodomy. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. This data is not comprehensive. Stats on this are probably considerably higher due to unreported incidents of this taking place. All right, well, let me just say this, man. Like, I mean, what else is there to say about it, right? Predatory behavior, all that type of shit, you know. If that's you out there, death to you, death be upon you a million times over. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Really nothing else to say about it. It's despicable, it's crazy. I'm ashamed of this society. I can't believe that we actually live in a society that actually, you know, there's people that really condone this type of behavior, you know? People that, you know, they think it's really okay that this shit is going on, and I feel like it's ridiculous, you know? It's really ridiculous. You know, I personally, I know people that have been victims of this type of stuff, and, you know, I just want to say shout out to y'all, man, and, you know, hold your head and maintain, and just know that guys like me and, you know, we're here for you, you know what I'm saying? It's a serious thing. Let's dig a little deeper into it. Yeah, so basically the reasons why the data is so like sketchy is because, well, the federal government can't compel states to make their law enforcement agencies report the numbers, right? There's about 18,000 law enforcement agencies in America alone. The Justice Department doesn't have all the resources to oversee and maintain such a database, which is crazy. The unions work hard to protect officers and their reputations, which we know is true, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's what they're there for, but fuck y'all, you know what I'm saying? Legal hurdles to obtain basic info in such cases are held, you know, being held back on purpose, you know what I'm saying? Some state laws actually hide police officers' identities, and some victims are forced to sign non-disclosure agreements in settlements, right? It's also projected that for every sexual assault that makes the news, there's about 5 victims on average that, you know, where their situations go unreported. Half of the victims are children, which is even more of a travesty right there. You already know. Also, a lot of police, they operate in low visibility environments with very little supervision. So yeah, if you know something, you need to say something. You know what I'm saying? There's avenues to go to. I guess we'll discuss all that on the next show. But I was just kind of throwing the stats out there, but it looks pretty. It's horrible, you know. Anyway, so let's see. Let's talk a little bit back more about my not smoking, you know. Some of the symptoms I was going through was I was having a lot of bad dreams, and there's a lot of nightmares, a lot of sweating and shit like that, you know. My attitude, though, I feel like is definitely improved, you know. I'm not as aggy as I used to be, definitely not as, like, impulsive as I used to be. My relationships with, like, my family and stuff has gotten way better. I was probably looked at as, you know, as a live wire, you know, just ready to flip out, you know. But I think now I'm a lot more calm, cool, I'm collective. I'm a little more focused now. Actually, a lot more focused now. You know, when I smoke, some of y'all know, like some of y'all used to watch my Instagram or my videos and whatnot. I used to just smoke and be like all zooted and be like fucked up and shit, you know, eyes red, sleep all day, you know, just never getting anything done. I've gotten more done this year than I ever have probably in the last 2 years, you know what I'm saying? So who knows where life will take me, like, the next 2 months from now. So, yeah, big up to that, you know what I'm saying? It's for everybody that's trying to quit, believe me, if I could do it, y'all could do it, man. Y'all could definitely do it. I don't know about anything else. I don't know about crack or cocaine, none of that. Like, I don't know about any of that. I've never done it. I've never been, like, enticed to do it. People have tried to offer it to me, but I was never interested in that. I think I was more scared than anything else. I think I was just like scared that maybe I like it, you know, maybe I might try it one time and maybe I just like it and I just want to do it all the time. That's kind of how I started with the bud. Like I started smoking and it was one hit, then it became a blunt, then it became a bag, and then it became a pack, and then from there I just was smoking nonstop, you know. My health has definitely increased, you know, I could breathe better, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a wonderful thing, you know what I'm saying? It's a wonderful thing. You know, and other things too, which I ain't really gonna get into, but it's definitely improved in that area. So big up to that. Take a little sip. Yeah, shout out to Seiko once again. Sorry, bro. You know, hope you're watching though. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding it down. I'm doing my best, and I am trying
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bro Bouncer too. I know we've been bigging up Bouncer. He was actually sick in the hospital. You know, he actually has stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. For those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that out there. But he's actually out the hospital now and he's getting treatment at home. So big shout out to Bouncer. You know what I'm saying? Very good. Love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to everybody that's taking care of themselves, taking care of their health. A little while ago, actually, last week, we spoke about some health issues with a couple of rap artists that we know, like Freeway, namely, you know what I'm saying, who just had a kidney transplant, which I thought was very dope, you know what I'm saying. I wonder who donated the kidney. Shout out to whoever did that, you know what I'm saying. Thought that was excellent. We talked about Rick Ross and like his struggles with like, you know, dropping a lot of his weight and like his seizures and things like that. Also wanted to talk about Big Pun, who I believe his birthday just passed not too long ago. He died at 28. That man was almost like 700 pounds, yo. Like that's just crazy. But see, that's another thing too. Like I was reading up on his life and watching like his documentaries and stuff. You know, he had like a lot of like mental anguish and mental issues, you know, stemming from back in the day, like, you know, from growing up and stuff. I mean, this man used to punch holes in the wall and eat the rocks and shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit's crazy. Like, what would compel somebody to do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? But he was abused, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know what I mean? I think his mom was like a drug addict or something like that. And very sad, yo, very sad, you know what I'm saying? And sad what, you know, those things make you do and what it leads you to. And for him, I guess it led him to just eat, you know? That was his addiction. He was just eating anything, just eating and until, you know, he passed away, you know, and it's crazy though. Like, I mean, you have people around you, you know, that's supposed to be like supporting you, you know what I'm saying? But I guess when you're a star, right, nobody's gonna tell you what not to do because they don't want to, you know, fall from your good grace, right? They don't want to be like the one that, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me what to do, blah, blah, blah. And then you get kicked to the curb for trying to do something good, right? When it was just out of the goodness in your heart, of your heart to do, you know. But, you know, that's why, like, a lot of people, like, since I stopped smoking bud, like, a lot of people stopped calling me, stopped hearing from a lot of people and shit like that. And believe me, I'm good. Shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever call me. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Don't ever call me because, you know what I'm saying? If that's all we was friends for, then, you know what I'm saying? I hear you loud and clear now, you know? And maybe the wool is now pulled from over my eyes and, you know what I'm saying? We better for it, you know? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Also want to talk about Phife Dawg. You know, he died in 2016 at 45 due to complications from diabetes. That's funny. Like, I'm gonna share a story. You know, me and Phife had like a little. It was like a little dialogue we had on Instagram. I threw like a remark his way, and he accused me of like showing love and hating at the same time. Which, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even that. Like I was just because he used to post a lot of like pictures of I think like baseball players and you know he was into sports and shit. And I must have said something just being facetious, you know, just being a dick, you know. My bad, Phife. You know, hope you're listening. Hope you're looking. But yeah, you know, and we had like a very long dialogue just on Instagram, you know, and it was like public, you know what I'm saying? And I think we came to understand it. Well, I mean, I more came to understand it, but I was trying to tell him, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted him to like come back to the rap game because, you know, listening to like Midnight Marauders growing up, like that was my shit, you know what I'm saying? Like every song on the album was hitting, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a big Q-Tip fan, by the way. Like I don't really care for Q-Tip, but I definitely like Phife Dawg, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, I thought he was dope. Plus, you know, he's Trini, you know what I'm saying? Got the West Indian roots there, and he's only 5 feet tall and shit like that. Like, you know, he's kind of the oddball out the crew, and, you know, he was a diabetic, you know, as, you know, we all know, but he was sick, you know, and I thought he was dope, and I just wanted him to come back, you know. And I think that's kind of what the argument was going back and forth. But, you know, he understood that, you know, where I was coming from was from a good place. So rest in peace to Phife Dawg. Big shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hope you don't hate me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I need a spot up there eventually. Not anytime soon, though. But anyway, yeah, shout out to the world. Just want to say once again, let me see. Shout out to Pop Yay. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Frosty. Shout out to the Flatbush 2, the movie, and also Flatbush 1. You know what I'm saying? We actually trying to get those brothers up here at some point. We're going to make that happen. Absolutely. Let me see. What else? What else? R. Kelly. Fuck R. Kelly. We're gonna move on to something else. Let me see what is going on. I want to talk about Venezuela. If anybody could like just shed some light on what's going on in Venezuela for me, because Donald Trump seems to be having his hand in Venezuela. I think it's what's his name, Maduro. They're trying to get him out of power and put this other guy into power. They're buddying up with I think Colombia and Guyana, like all the neighboring countries around Venezuela, to provide aid to like the people that's fleeing, I guess, political persecution or something like that along those lines. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but if y'all can help me out, you know what I'm saying, just off camera so I could discuss it better on the next podcast, that would be great. I don't know if anybody saw the was it the Oscars last night? Yeah, did you catch it? You see that? No. I didn't see it either, but I did hear that the new Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse, got like best animated flick of the year. That is a big look. That's a good look. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that, and shout out to everybody that was in that. I mean, the voices that was in that, the cartoons and shit. But yeah, it was actually a dope movie. I don't know if everybody saw that, but definitely go see that. If you haven't saw that, it's an excellent movie. Basically, I don't want to spoil it, but basically, actually, if I tell it, I'm gonna spoil it. So just go see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As far as like what else, I think Captain Marvel is coming up. I heard like Rotten Tomatoes, it got like really bad reviews. So I don't know. You know, I'm probably just gonna wait for the DVD to come out. I'm not like, I mean, or the Netflix or whatever, you know, the Fire Stick shit to come out. I'm not really a big fan of Captain Marvel. I don't know anything about Captain Marvel really, but they say that she's gonna be the one to kill Thanos. I don't know, yo. I was counting on like Adam Warlock to come show his face, but you know that might come in like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I think they're working on. So yeah, that's what it is with that. So yeah, what's up, Sake? Oh, sorry, Sake is not here. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel kind of like, you know, I feel a little bit incomplete now. You know what I'm saying? Shhhmedia. You know what I'm saying? One half of Shhhmedia. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Sake, for leaving me out here by myself, you know. But it's all good. Shout out to you. He's actually in the midst of a spiritual awakening from what I've been seeing on his posts and stuff, which is really good. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, huh? Yeah. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Shout out to that. And he's actually tracing his roots. Let me trace my roots a little bit. Actually, a couple of my family members, they were able to trace my roots back to India, you know what I'm saying? Mostly on my father's side, a place called Benares, which is known as Uttar Pradesh, you know what I'm saying? That's the area of India that like my family is from, you know what I'm saying? I'm West Indian though, by the way. My mother's Guyanese, my father is from St. Vincent. So big up to Guyana and St. Vincent all day, you know what I'm saying? Word. That's a fact. Yeah, so anyway, enough of me talking. We're gonna get into some music, you know what I'm saying? Just gonna flip something on real fast. Something that we haven't heard yet. So let me just flip on something. All right. Here's a joint that I did like a while back. It's called ICU. You know, so we're going to get into that. So here we go. Pass me my scalpel. I'm gonna make this incision real quick. Cut it open right here. Yeah.
I'm going to put you in an ICU. You better run when I see you. Me and me take me look all like who. I'm going to show you what I can do.
Show you what I'ma do.
Today is the day I decide to rise above the ashes like a phoenix. I can fly so high. See the winds of time get in my mind like a tumor. Multiply with the Buddha. In my eyes, you a loser. Put your shoes up, whatever you got. Bust off, whatever you pop. I take you down, ready or not. I make it hot, so hot. Your block a sizzle in the pan. Cops will think I'm from Iran. Try to stick me in the can. Damn, y'all ain't built to go against the kid. You don't impress the kids, so I'ma test your wig. Faggots think they bulletproof, like Popo vest. I shove a knife up your ass like homo sex. You pose no threat. CB roast your set. I got a gang full of homies that'll poke your neck and take your shine. Take my time so I can take what's mine. Hop off before we break your spine. Pop off. You're going to end up in an ICU. You better run when I see you. Your body end up in an ICU. You're going to blood spurting like sea urchin. You die slow for certain, you cursing, stuff dispersing and your body parts bursting. Nobody can save you, no doctors, no nurses. Show is over, close curtain, live your life worthless, boy, you get earthed in. Twin blade mafia, don't play that shit. You spray that quick, your click will say, ain't that a bitch? You try to run up on me, but you ain't that slick. I put a club to your head on some caveman shit. I had you strapped to machines that's watching your heart rate, while I'm strapped to the teeth with the squad we all ate. Talking bags of the green, but it's brown and out of state. And all you lame ass cowards is down and out of shape. In town around 7, out of town around 8. Take a look at all my niggas around, we hold weight. Look around, look around. No, wait. You're gonna end up in the ICU. You better run when I see you. Your body end up in the ICU. Your family them have to hide you. I'm gonna show you what we can do. You're not gonna make it to the ICU. Now take your first and wrinkle and screw. Destruction of the pass right through. Yeah, bring it home now. Use my cool, I use my tool. Don't make me abuse your fools, I ooze your food out your stomach. You coward ass rappers don't want it. You gon' respect my gangster when you see me. I promise, and whoever wanna jump in and save they man, we catching bodies on top of bodies from here to Japan. I send this faggot back to PR, DR, wherever you from. You're not gon' last in the ER. We bury you, son. Your mama crying, that's alright. I take care of her. You want a little rubber? I just tear the rubber. You see, fucker, this is what you asked for. You know what your ass getting put on blast for. So come through and get slapped the fuck up. One of the repercussions if you act the fuck up is I see you, bitch. You get your head cracked the fuck up. No. So move out and back the fuck up. Put you in the ICU. You better run when I see you. Me and me think me no call my crew. I'm going to show you what I can do. I'm going to put you in the ICU. You better run when I see you. Me and me think me no call my crew. I'm going to show you what I can do. Yeah, yo. I see you for y'all little bird ass, faggot ass niggas out there. I ain't gotta say no names, y'all already know who y'all are, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you already know. Team in the building. Yeah, I ride for you. Who gon' ride for me? I can keep a secret. They wouldn't lie for me. They want my life on the line, but wouldn't die for me. And if I die, best believe they wouldn't cry for me. Stay bleeding. Demons wishing death on me. Demons wishing death on me. I'm dreaming of the day I'm free. Dreaming of the day I'm free. Damn, I almost lost both hands. Fuck it, nearly left me with broke plans. Fuck it, had to get up off the alcohol. Had to get up out that world like it's Avatar. Hold my hand, Lord, lead me out of Babylon. Living testimonial, me and my battle scars. Fake friends, they some imposters. Smiling in my face, can't see me prosper. Damn, couldn't see it with my eyes open. Damn, couldn't see it cause I was smoking. The devil got my mind in the clouds. Meanwhile, back on earth, snakes all around. I fell victim to my poor judgment. Like you got bagged on the corner hustling. Lesson learned, I'm a new man because of that. Wesson burned through a man trying to pull me back. Stay bleeding. Demons wishing death on me. Demons wishing death on me. I'm dreaming of the day I'm free. Dreaming of the day I'm free. You already know. Tell son he ain't fucking with your boy Razor. Top gun, a long shot, call me Short Aikman. We we be wildin' on our worst behavior. The boy hustle hard till the boy famous. I try to tell them they ain't ready for this headbanger. Put your style in the ground like a sledgehammer. Fuck I look like standing next to you. If you trash, they probably think I'm trash too. It don't matter all them YouTube hits you got. I shoot food, my two lick a shot. It ricochet, go through you and hit your spot. No remorse for your soul when that pistol pop. Haters wanna see me dead, wanna see me bleed. Still I rise like a phoenix, bright and early. Survival's all I know, love is what I need. Instead they tryna put the knife through my jersey.
Demons wishing death on me. Demons wishing death on me.
Demons all around me.
I'm dreaming.
What?
Dreaming of the day I'm free. Dreaming of the day I'm free.
Allah help me. This the truest shit I ever spoke. Lord forgive me, this the realest shit I ever wrote. I used to scream cold sweating out my nightmares. Trying to fight a system that don't fight fair. Niggas hating but I seen it from a light year. Scheming on my gear, trying to stick me for my night airs. Gotta watch your foes, gotta watch your friends. Gotta watch the pigs trying to lock you in. While they caulking there, stepping in my moccasins. I'm just trying to survive like Flocka did. Please God, don't let me end up like Tupacalypse. Demons coming for my neck like lozenges. No deal, round up the hostages. We killing everything moving, even the compasses. Police can't find me with 20 compasses. We are not the same, so what do we have in common, bitch?
Stay bleeding. Stay bleeding. Demons wishing death on me. Demons wishing death on me.
Gang, welcome back. You know what I'm saying? We had to squeeze another song out there for you that was called Stay Bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Where I was talking about like injury on my hands where I almost lost my life. And it's just great to be here. You know what I'm saying? Gang, Shhhmedia. You know what I'm saying? In the building. My co-host Seiko couldn't be with us tonight if y'all tuning in now. You know what I'm saying? But he'll be back eventually. You know what I'm saying? I think he said next week, or maybe like the following week after that. But I don't know. I guess we'll see you when we see you, Sake. But in the meantime, I'll hold it down. You know what I'm saying? The Magic Indian in the building with you. You know what I'm saying? Razor Cane and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk a little bit about Gucci. Gucci. A lot of people are burning their Gucci gear. You know, they're not rocking it anymore. Are y'all boycotting Gucci? Me personally, like I can't boycott something that I've never worn. I'm never gonna wear. Definitely never gonna wear Gucci now. I don't think I've ever owned a piece of Gucci. I don't see myself spending like $400 or $500 for a fucking belt or a jacket or a pair of jeans or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, it's just not really economical for me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I do live alone and I do, you know, pay rent and stuff like that. And it's just me by myself. So I can't really afford to like buy like high end shit like that. And look, even better now for it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that done spent all their hard-earned bread on Gucci and stuff like that. I mean, how do y'all feel? Do y'all feel silly? Do y'all feel like, are you still gonna wear it? Like, are you gonna sell it? Are you gonna turn your nose up at whoever buys it? Like, I don't know. Like, and how do y'all feel about Floyd Mayweather? That's another thing too. Like, I mean, he's strongly advocating for Gucci, and he's just pretty much going against the grain on this. What do y'all think? I personally, I don't even know what to think about that. I'm kind of like, I mean, Floyd Mayweather been a clown to me. You know, I know people call him a legend or whatever, but I don't know, man. Personally, like, I don't regard him as a legend at all. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of legend, actually not speaking of legend, because what I'm about to bring up is totally not a legend and will probably never be a freaking legend. Uncle Murda, you know what I'm saying, just called for the rape of Tekashi 6ix9ine in jail, you know what I'm saying, in PC. What is that about? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Tekashi's a snitch. We get it. He's a snitch. All right, fine, boom. But we really gonna be calling for the rape of another man? You know what I'm saying? Like a young man. You feel me? Like I can't get with that. I'm sorry. Like you really like What the fuck is going on, yo? I'm telling you, it's the weirdo era. Welcome to the weirdo era, ladies and gentlemen. It's upon us. It's here. It's alive and well. Thanks to guys like Takashi and now guys like Uncle Murder, who's calling for the rape of this guy. I know probably a lot of y'all are like, yeah, rape him, yay, rape, yay. But nah, we're not. Nah, I'm sorry. Like, beat him up or something. If you want to cut him, I guess cut him, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, traditionally, that's what you do to a snitch, right? You give him like the little $1.50, not little, but the $1.50. You know what I'm saying? On the face or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Wear that. You know what I mean? But to be like calling for somebody to get raped and shit, I don't know, man. Like, if he didn't do nothing to me personally, like, he didn't do nothing to any of y'all out there personally, except for whoever he did stuff to personally, I guess. But I don't know. I can't get with that. Uncle Murder, shame on you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you forever sound like, if a cigarette could talk, that would be Uncle Murder right there. That's my personal opinion on his music. I don't really rock to his music. I did like the wrap up, but you know what? Like, you bit that off of Skills. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even your style. Like, I don't know. I just think Uncle Murder's corny. That's just me personally, but whatever. I do like Dave East though. I think he's dope. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I want to give a shout out to my grandfather. Today is actually makes 18 years that he's passed on. You know what I'm saying? I believe he was 63 or 64. He was a great dude. I only met him like maybe once or twice in my life, but the time that we spent together was very special. It was very memorable. And I did get to hear a lot of stories and stuff like that about growing up in Guyana and things that he went through and the regime that they were under, the whole Burnham administration. I mean, any of my Guyanese peeps out there, if y'all know what that is, you know what I'm saying? We'll get into that the next time. Actually, shout out to Anjali once again. I actually want her to come up on the show one Monday, so we could discuss that, you know what I'm saying? Because Guyana, the whole country itself is a victim of political unrest, you know what I'm saying? And has actually been stigmatized throughout the years. Case in point, the Jonestown massacre, if y'all know about that, like the big mass suicide. I think it's like the biggest mass suicide in the history of history, you know what I'm saying? And that took place in Guyana, you know what I'm saying? And that killed a lot of shit for Guyana as a country, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my Guyanese people, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been through a lot, you know what I mean? And I know a little bit about some of the struggles that y'all been through because I did spend some time in Guyana years ago, and it's real. It's real, It's real. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into some more news real fast. I just had to pull some things, you know what I'm saying, so we could talk about it. Yeah, the school cafeteria in New York City, hundreds of school cafeterias. This is from New York One, by the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm pulling from different sources, but this is actually from New York One. I'm looking at some shit right now. Hundreds of school cafeterias flunk city health inspections. They're not making the grade. Let's see. The worst offenders, IS 227 in Queens, one of the borough's most sought-after schools. Health department inspectors found 140 mouse droppings there, including in the students' dining area. PS 277 in the Bronx, they got moldy watermelon, and at PS 42 in Queens, moldy green beans. What are y'all doing over there, yo? What is going on? Lunch ladies, lunch men, lunch people. What are y'all doing with the food over there? What, y'all not inspecting the food before y'all dish it out? You're not taking care of, like, what's going on? Like, these are our children, you know what I'm saying? These are our future doctors, lawyers, engineers, you know what I'm saying? What have you, you know what I'm saying? Even police, you know what I'm saying? Possibly, What is going on, you know what I'm saying? Do better, please. New York City, do better. In all, inspectors last year found roaches crawling on 99 lunchroom floors, fruit flies in 80 cafeteria kitchens, and in 22 drains, flies where serving utensils are washed. It's not acceptable, said Richard Carranza, New York City schools chancellor, adding, kids should never be served any kind of food that's not safe. Well, duh, you know what I'm saying? That's a given right there. But what is y'all doing about it? Let's see. According to the records, in the first 8 months of 2018, 934 schools had critical health code violations, the kind that would get any restaurant shut down. That compares to 1,256 violations in the 12 months of 2017 and 1,456 violations in 2016. So we got a little bit better, but not really. School food is important because for many of our students, that's where they get the majority of their meals. So we take it very seriously, and we will continue to make sure that what we serve is absolutely the top quality. Well, you know what I'm saying? You got to, stop speaking about it and start doing something about it. You know what I'm saying? And how was this even able to take place for so long? That's what I want to know. Some of the results are nauseating. Inspectors found evidence of rat activity at one school and evidence of mice at 336 others. I've been in New York City for 10 months. There's mice everywhere. There's rats everywhere. So this isn't just about schools. This is an issue that happens in a large city for us. We're taking it very seriously. We're putting people and processes in place to prevent that, is what this guy Carranza said. You know what I'm saying? It's atrocious. Really, really unbelievable. That response is unacceptable to City Councilman Mark Levine, a former teacher and chairman of the council's health committee, which he said, I certainly wouldn't let my kids eat at any cafeteria where they found rat and mice infestations. Rodents are carriers of disease, and we need young people and their families to be confident that they send their kids off to school in the morning there, and they're going to be able to eat healthy meals prepared in a safe environment. That is really unbelievable. That's crazy. If I had kids, which I don't, ladies, you already know. If I did have kids, though, they would not be going to school until that shit was corrected. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of way where they could get, like, homeschooling or something like that, or some type of, like, valid, like, something where that counts towards, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm just glad I'm not in school no more. Shit. I'm just thinking about all the times that I've eaten school lunch and what may or may not have been it. I do remember vaguely one time somebody found like a cockroach in like their beans or some shit. I think that was like I went to PS 398. Shout out to PS 398, by the way. I hope y'all are not on this list, please. That'll really break my heart. You know what I mean? Because I went there from pre-K to fifth grade. Yeah. So please, I hope not. Let me take a sip of this smoothie for that. Excuse me. Which I made myself, and it's very delicious. Y'all need to start doing that. Parents, maybe y'all need to start making food for your kids and have them take that shit to school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just stay away from school lunch, yo. Like, bun out that real fast. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving right along. We got some more news. Let's see what we have here. Okay, something a little bit on the depressing side, you know what I'm saying? Family seeks justice after a 15-year-old son was killed, shot and killed outside his apartment building in Brooklyn Friday night. Let's see where. Flatbush Ave near East 26th Street in Flatbush. Now police are investigating whether he was an unintended target in the shooting. Pretty sure he was. The family of Samuel Joseph is overcome with grief hours after the teen was killed. Police say Joseph was shot in the head and stomach just before 6 p.m. Friday night. With the family just beginning to grapple with the loss, Joseph's brother reflects on the life lost too soon. He was just a good kid, you know. He's not a gang member. He's not into any type of situation that would call for that. This is basically just an incident or accident that happened. Sorry. Funny kid, would make people laugh, always joking around, playing, that's it. Don Joseph, the victim's brother, said. The investigation into the shooting is ongoing. A vigil is being held this evening for the 15-year-old boy. Let me just say, this kind of hits home a little bit. Rest in peace to my bro Jermaine. Some of y'all out there might know him as Bubba or Bubs, you know what I'm saying? My Guyanese brethren, you know what I'm saying? We grew up together. Jermaine, man, he was actually killed, shot in the chest. In the midst of a love triangle. He was actually my age, though. I'm 37. He would have been 37 this year. I will say this, yo. Hold on to the people that you love and you care about, because it's a funny story. Me and Jermaine actually had like a little fallout. It was a little stupid like argument that we got into, and we stopped talking for a while, and then we started back talking again. And I told him, like, let's link up, you know what I'm saying? Because what we fought over was really stupid. So he was like, yeah, it was dumb. Let's just link up. And then before we got to link up, he got killed. That happened. So I never got a chance to actually dap him and hug him and embrace him and say, whatever happened, I don't care. I take the blame for it. I'm sorry, whatever, and for him to say he's sorry too. Like, I'll never actually get that face-to-face with him, you know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Jermaine. I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish we had more time, Sorry, that's that just hit home for me. So, But yeah, if you holding grudges or anything like that, or you know what I'm saying, just let it go, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it, you know. Unless it like was some real serious shit that if something happens to them, you don't give a fuck, you know, and you can live with it, then fine, you know. But me personally, like for that right there, like that hurt, you know, because I was supposed to make amends and I didn't get a chance to. So don't let that be you. Don't let that be you. You know, I try to live my life. I did say this like a few shows ago. I try to live my life with no regrets. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I try to stay close to my family as much as possible and take care of business, take care of my mom and dad, and my little brother. You know, well, he don't need taking care of. He's good, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them and shout out to my whole family. Shout out to Deuce, man, my cousin and shit, you know, who's always sending me like weird Instagram videos of like people falling off buildings and shit. Stop it. Deuce, stop that. Love you though, bro. You know what I mean? Or anyway, one more thing, you know what I'm saying? Jon Stewart advocates a call for permanent funding of medical expenses for 9/11 first responders. Familiar faces returned to the U.S. Capitol this week, but with fewer numbers than before. A lot of the men and women who I brought here over the last 15 years, uniform and non-uniform, are dead, said John Field, a retired FDNY first responder and founder of the Feel Good Foundation, an advocacy group to help the victims of 9/11 and their families. For many in America, 9/11 is over, but for these men and women, it's the longest day in the history of days, and it hasn't ended. Phil, along with other first responders, came to Washington to lobby lawmakers to pass the Never Forget the Heroes permanent authorization of the September 11 Victim Compensation Fund Act. If passed through Congress and signed into law by President Trump, the 9/11 Victim Compensation Fund would receive full funding and become a permanent financial resource for first responders and others who are suffering from illness due to their involvement during or after the 9/11 attacks, like the people that had to breathe in all that stuff, that asbestos and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. Among those who came to Washington, former Daily Show host Jon Stewart, who I think is a great dude, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jon Stewart. You know what I'm saying? He actually is a vegan himself, and he runs I believe he runs a sanctuary farm for like animals and shit. You know what I'm saying? Actually, there was I think a bull or a cow that ran loose in Queens and shit, and he actually went to petition to snatch the cow up, to bring it onto his sanctuary. I don't know if he ever accomplished that, but shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, for that. Yeah, so let's see. 18 years later, can we just bring some peace? These families will never get closure, but maybe we can ease their stress slightly and do the right thing by them, he told New York One. The new bipartisan legislation would also ensure that the current VCF fiscal crisis is addressed. Administrators announced the fund was running out of money due to an increase in claimants and new illnesses being discovered. A proposed solution would cut payouts to victims by as much as 50 to 70%. I really hope that goes through, you know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact that there are a lot of people out there that are still suffering from like the effects of that whole 9/11 ordeal, you know what I'm saying? A lot of first responders that they're, basically did not even think twice about running into the danger, like head first, to snatch victims out, snatch people out, and try to save as many people as possible, you know what I'm saying? That was a collaborative effort, you know. A lot of people lost their lives in the process, and to actually not shed light on them, or to not, have some kind of compensation like readily available to them, is ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? And I know I've been talking about like ridiculous shit all night, but it is ridiculous, you know, and I need to speak on it because it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy. New York City, we've done great, you know what I'm saying, as a city and as a people, but I feel like we can always do better. As far as that's concerned, we definitely need to do much, much better. You know what I'm saying, as far as that goes. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up, you know what I'm saying, because that's just about all the time I have left. We're going to play a song by Angeli, you know what I'm saying, the very lovely Angeli. We're going to, you have that? Oh. My bad, math, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying here, bro. What you think, bro? Is all right? You know what I'm saying? Doing all right? Thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just gave a thumbs up in case y'all didn't see that. So that's, you know what I mean? So me too. Thumbs up for that. Sake just actually hit me up. Sake wanted to give y'all a shout out. He said he love y'all. He miss y'all. And I'm doing a great job. Thank you, Sake. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out once again to Pop Yay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The whole Flatbush Cons, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the whole world. Shout out to my merges. Shout out to Blindside, Trap, Master, Merge Master. Shout out to Monster. Shout out to Rapid Fire. Shout out to Quick Shot, Lockjaw. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Just the whole fucking world, man. Like, shout out to everybody that got love for the kid, you know what I mean? And yeah, the Eye of the Storm, that shit's coming soon, you know what I mean? Shout out to Young Rex. We got you, baby, you know what I'm saying? Anjali, we got you too, you know what I'm saying? The Congress Foundation, shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? And we ready, Matt? We're gonna play this song, it's called The Book of Life. It's by Anjali, you know what I'm saying? Something different for y'all, so just enjoy that, you know? Independent artist shit. Shhhmedia, Shh Gang, you know what I'm saying? You already know it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sake once again. The Magic Indian, signing out.
Book of life. You know I can't hide it. I cannot hide no more. You've made me realize that I cannot lie no more. You opened up my eyes now, but inside I've cried before. No, I can't hide it. You know I can't hide it. How did I get that so wrong? How do I make such choices? How don't I know you don't feel how I feel? How don't I know you don't feel how I feel for so long? I cannot hide no more. You made me realize that I cannot lie no more. You opened up my eyes now, but inside I've cried before. You know that I can be strong. I hear those inner voices. How don't I know you don't feel how I feel? How don't I know you don't feel how I feel for so long? I cannot hide no more. You made me realize that I cannot lie no more. You opened up my eyes now, but inside I've cried before. No, I can't hide it. You know I can't hide it. And then there comes that day when the choices you make really matter. No matter what you say, the world that we shared has been shattered. What day I'll never be injured or battered. Angels and demons and science and reasons and nature and seasons and passion. No, I can't hide it. I cannot hide no more. You made me realize that I cannot lie no more. You've opened up my eyes now, but inside I've cried before. No, I can't hide it. You know I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it. I cannot hide no more. You've made me realize that I cannot lie no more. You've opened up my eyes now.